Sweet sounds of Soul Cat. I miss this band. This is by far one of the coolest songs ever to come out of Nashville, Tennessee. Do you guys remember this band? They were called Soul Cat, spelled S-O-L Cat. Bread on the Table. Listen to this.
It ain't that cool having that little beast on the block.
It's so cool he says cool in the first 3 seconds of the song, but it is a really cool song. He didn't have to even tell us that. We just knew it was. Such a fan of this tune. Still.
We used to dance in a serious way. She used to dance for me, but you ain't ever the only. When the loving's down the street.
And that chorus came out in 2014. It's just as cool today as it was back then. But it got me to thinking, what is cool when it comes to music? I've always compared being cool, at least in the town of Nashville, Tennessee, being like a cool band. It's like that Stephen King movie Thinner. Have you guys seen that? It's where basically a guy gets cursed. It's like an old gypsy man walks up to this rather rotund man and touches his forehead and says thinner. And so the guy proceeds to lose weight until I don't know if he dies in the end, but it's like the idea that he's cursed to always lose weight because someone walked up and said thinner. Being in a cool band is kind of like that. It's like someone came up and just decided you're the cool band. Someone walked up and touched your forehead and said cool band. And it always seems like everyone just kind of knows this band is cool now. I don't think Soul Cat's one of those bands though. This band actually was cool. They didn't need a curse. They were just cool because this song is so cool. This chorus, my goodness. I want to sing along so bad, but I don't want to put you through it. But I might just do it. All right.
When the love is down the street.
So good. But it got me to thinking, it's so hard to be the cool band. I've never been in a cool band, at least not as far as I know. Maybe to me they kind of were, but not to most people. Maybe I should just lie and say that a gypsy man walked up and touched my forehead and told me I was cool. You guys should have seen it. Now my band is cool. You have to believe me. It's kind of like the idea of a tree falls in the woods and no one's around to see it. If I say it happened, it's my truth. But so many bands come and go in this town that are cool bands, in my opinion. It's Soul Cat was definitely one of them. Miss them a lot. I don't know what those guys are doing these days. I think they'll kind of split off into different projects, which tends to happen in this town quite often. But I will always love Bread on the Table by Soul Cat.
Down the street.
Such a good song. What's up, guys? My name's Andy Herrin. Welcome to Local Buzz. Next 3 hours, all local rock and roll found right here in Nashville, Tennessee. If you guys want to hear something, 615-737-1029 is the Buzz text line. So send me some requests, but first things first, send me who you think the coolest band in Nashville, Tennessee is. Since we open up tonight talking about what is cool, I want to know a band that you think is cool. The Lonely Owls are here. And I got to be honest, boys. When I think of cool bands that do their own thing, I think of you guys every single time because not a lot of bands sound like the Lonely Owls. And the last time I saw you guys, you were killing it, playing tons of rock and roll shows the way that you do. And then 2020 happened. Kind of shut everything down for, pretty much all of us. But what have you guys been doing? How have you stayed sane over this last year? What have you kept busy doing during 2020?
It's been an interesting year. COVID has definitely, made us kind of go into hibernation as it has for so many people, so many artists and bands, and, kind of get creative, work on, trying to do live streams, trying to work on another record, and just kind of go from there. But I think we're keeping a positive mindset. We're looking forward to shows coming back and looking forward to getting out there again.
Absolutely, man. And I feel like that's kind of the thing is we're at a point where it's looking like things are about to get better. I noticed that the Basement East is now open and they're having some, minimal social distancing shows.
Go, guys.
Yeah. So the fact that we're seeing like that kind of stuff happening is definitely a much better place than it was a year ago. So it feels like everyone's kind of torn. I have some friends who are still hiding in their houses like it's, March 2020. And then I have a lot of people who are on the other side of the fence where they're ready to try to get back to normal life. You're doing the live stream coming up. It's going to be this Thursday, the 11th. They're going to be a 5-spot live stream. Have you guys done one of those yet?
We've done one from our home.
How was that?
It's definitely our first time doing one from like a storied venue like 5-spot,
Yeah.
So we're super excited to support them and because like if you buy a ticket to the live stream on Thursday, all of the money goes to support Five Spot because we're trying to support our community and the thing that keeps like East Nashville alive. So it's definitely our first time doing something in partnering with a venue. We have, but like to answer your question, short form, yes. But we're super excited to, bring our music back and try to get back into the fold,
Yeah, absolutely, man. And especially at the Five Spot, because there's a lot of live streams I've seen that are pretty cool. It's a tough thing to do, it seems, but the one I've seen that's pretty constant is everybody who's done one at the Five Spot, it's always come out looking great and sounding really great. So I think you guys picked a really rad spot to do that. And I personally love it because, you can't go in that place. And so it's just cool to be able to see it again. Even if I don't know who the band is playing, I like to just tune into it because I can at least see that orange drum set back there. Right. And it brings back tons of memories.
Oh, yeah. I can't wait to rock that kit.
It sounds really good. It's such a good sounding kit for sure, man. One thing
definitely.
And one thing I always
looking at you on the camera then if you're looking at me on them drums.
I'll be staring you down for sure, my friend. So you guys, have you guys been recording much since everything kind of went down? You guys been doing stuff for a new record?
We have actually been just getting back together, with the COVID stuff and life stuff going on. I'm about to be a dad soon.
Oh, congrats, man.
Into this month.
Yeah.
But, we're actually just getting back together and starting to write. And the magical thing I think about us is we can write out 2 to 3 ideas in one rehearsal, and then the hard part is trying to remember, holy crap, did we just do that? What was
that? Yeah.
To kind of expound on what Matt's talking about, like we have a whole new record that is done. We're just ready to rock and roll with it,
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't say this. Like I think we're going to call it Echoes in an Empty House.
Ooh, I like that.
It's. And you're going to hear some of the new, if you tune in on Thursday, you're going to hear some of the new stuff we've got going on. And, just trying to revitalize the rock and roll scene here in Nashville, man. So
yeah, and it needs it. I love that. So I feel like, what's interesting too about everything is I feel like a lot of bands called it. Like there's been a lot of bands that I've played on the show that I love dearly that have called it from 2020, and so I totally get it. But it always kind of bums me out. So I'm glad to see the bands that are still going and the bands that are like, no, this is going to come back and we're going to be better than ever. We're going to keep going and doing this. I love that.
Yeah, we've had this record in our back pocket for a minute. Depending on like what song you're talking about, but like there's an idea here. Hate Kid Night Stream, our first EP, we worked that, and we're really excited to bring some new stuff to the table, man.
No, I love that. I love that so much. One thing I do look forward to about having bands come back up here is I want to play this new character as like the clueless radio guy. So when I have a band come up here for the first time and I'm going to be like, so how's everything been going? And when they're like, oh, 2020 was pretty slow, I'm going to go, why? And just stare at them and act like I have no idea what they're talking about.
That's great.
All right, boys. Well, I don't know if last time you were here, but do we play the 5 random question game?
Yes, we have.
No. Wait,
let's do it again.
I think we have before, but I'd really love to hear Price do it.
Oh, I feel like me and Reese. I feel like Reese and I play it drunk every time I see him out on the east side, so I'm ready to play it with you guys live on the radio.
Totally.
So whoever wants to take it, we'll do it. Get the music going here. Boom. 5 random questions with the Lonely Owl. So with the Basement East and Crying Wolf and other places over there coming back together on the east side, what is one thing you're most excited to see come back to the east side? What's the one place you're most excited to see come back to life over there?
Probably Five Spot. Love playing there. So the fact that we get to play there next week, granted, without any of our normal fans in the actual venue, but we'll love to see them, on live stream as well. But that's probably number one because that's where we play. And I'll always love playing there.
I love that.
Solid number one. Yeah.
Same.
Man, the Beast is back. Everybody that works there, I'm glad all the work they put into it, and everybody in the community to help get it back together.
Yeah.
Basement East all the way. Shout out to all of them.
I'm with Matt on Basement East for sure, man. I mean, that's one of my favorite venues. But I mean, I'm also with Christ. I mean, Five Spot really kicked it off for us in East Nashville, and they're the OG for the Lonely Owls for real.
Love that. What about you, Reese?
All right, so I'm going to go a selfish route. I'm super excited to see Shelby Golf Course open back up, man.
Oh,
Look,
yeah.
it's been a year since the tornado, and I'm a big golfer,
Oh,
and
man.
I cannot wait to hit 6 filthy bombs on the golf course on a Sunday, man.
I love it. Question number 2 with the Lonely Owls. There's a little controversy about the whole idea of double masking. A lot of people out there double masking. Some of my friends that I see doing it. So I want to ask you guys, 2 masks or 20 masks? What's it going to be?
Well, if you go to our store, the Lonely Owls mask. No, I'm kidding. Man, whatever you guys want to do to feel safe yourself, do it. I mean, we don't have a say on yes or no, but I think we all can agree. Everybody else just stay safe and have fun.
Yeah, I echo Matt's sentiment. It's like whatever you have to do to feel safe. Like if you want a double mask, 20 masks, sure. Whatever you got to do to ensure your safety and everyone else's safety. Like let's all have a party and have a good time.
I love that. But I will say, if someone's wearing 20 masks, I probably won't be standing too close to them. I will be scared.
That's a little questionable. Yeah.
Question number 3 with the Lonely Owls on the local buzz. I was at the mall a couple days at the Opry Mills Mall, and I went to 3 separate stores and even the food court, and I was asked 4 times if I worked there. Weirdly enough, I don't know why. So I wanted to ask you guys: is that an insult, or is it a positive thing because I'm keeping my youthful mall grunge employee look alive?
You could really go, I guess you go 2 different ways. One, it's like, oh, I'm so young. I mean, I know like 2 of us just had birthdays recently, so it's like, we work here. We're young enough to do this.
I'm just working my way through college.
Are you an old loser that works here? I don't know. That could go 2 different ways.
That is a good point.
You know what? I'll look on the bright side. I'll take it as a compliment. I'm young.
I love it. Question.
I'm old. I would not take that as a compliment. No way.
I love it.
I would not be in the mall.
Well, fair enough. Fair enough. Well, it worked out good because the lady at Panda Express asked if I worked there. So finally I just said sure, and she gave me a discount. So
Goodness.
boom.
Did you hand her food?
Oh, yeah.
Panda Express.
So good. Question number 4 with the Lonely Owls on the local buzz. So I want to ask you guys this: WandaVision, or what vision are we talking about? What is this show?
I haven't started it yet.
Oh man.
Oh.
Me and Price could talk about this all day.
Yeah, it's like, how much time do you have?
The whole hour.
Old guy.
Is this the Lonely Owls radio hour? Because me and Price could talk about it.
So you guys are fans, I take it.
No spoilers, but it's a great self-contained story. But don't hold yourself to the conspiracy theories that you think. So that's all I've got.
I love it.
Yeah,
Well, I'm gonna check it
Yeah,
out.
that's basically it.
I love it. And the final question, number 5 with the Lonely Owls. So, COVID's finally over. Shows are open. Masks are off. People are packed into a big club. Lonely Owls are playing a sold-out night at their first show back. 1,000 people. You walk out on that stage. You grab the microphone. What's the first thing you say to that crowd?
I got to give this one to John, man.
It put me on the spot with it. I mean, there are so many things, but the first thing to say, welcome back. It's good to be here.
I love that.
Just something as simple as that, just because I think, like, oh my gosh, we just got through all that.
Yeah.
I mean, I would probably say, like, cheers to all our guys, gals, and non-binary pals. I mean, like, yeah, it's like, what are you supposed to say to anyone? Like, oh, this is, yeah.
I love that.
No, let's just walk out, play a song, and no words are needed. Music is what's needed for everybody to hear now.
Exactly.
I think it's great. That's all. I think like very few words because everyone's going to be feeling exactly what you're feeling. So I appreciate you boys playing that. I will say, I will probably sit there and sob behind my drums like a small child hysterically. I'll be so happy.
I definitely will feel that.
Is Andy okay? Man, he's really missed this a lot.
Wait, did Andy like, COVID better, or what's going on?
Is Andy mad that he has to be here? Yeah, I didn't say why I was crying. That's a good point. Well, this Thursday on the 11th, go check out the 5-spot live stream to Lonely Owls. I would like to point out that's on 3/11. Does that mean you guys are going to cover up with Amber? Got to.
Radio.
Actually, me and Price talked about this. Yeah.
Yeah, we actually made this. We actually, and I don't know while we haven't covered a 311 song yet, I don't know. I like 311. Hey.
Yeah, I do
Whenever
too.
you feel like it, and we'll try it live and just see how we get through one.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
There you go. I would love that. I have this friend, I won't say his name, but he was the very first bandmate I ever had back in like the mid 90s. And recently I found out that he still lives at home. He never left his parents' house. And in his bedroom, he still has the same 311 poster that we bought at a Sam Goody together. And it kind of depressed me, but I kind of appreciated it, but I also kind of felt bad for him. It was a very strange vibe. But the poster,
I wonder if they'll get him out or if he's still stuck in there.
Yeah, he's still living that dream. And he told me he was trying. He told me he's thinking about starting a rock band. Like he's thinking about it. So
Hey, all the love in the world to Peanut Man, as far as bases go.
Yeah.
That thing.
totally. All the love. I love that, guys. Well, check out the song Monsters, our local buzzkill of the week, all this week. Lonely Owls. I cannot wait till things are normal again. I want you guys to get back in here. It's going to be a lot of fun. This Thursday, check out the live stream for the 5 spot. And boys, I will see you soon.
Thank you so much for having us on.
Let's get into some Lonely Owls right now. Your local buzzkill of the week. Hear this song every single day this week at 2 p.m. sharp. Monsters by the Lonely Owls on Nashville's Rock Station 102.9 The Buzz.